Hello everyone, this is Harsh Agrawal and now we are going to understand the special tags and attributes. So I welcome you all in this session. We are going to introduce some of the special tags and attributes in this video session. So there are a large number of tags. We are going to look at some profoundly tags in details. These tags are very important. Please pay attention to it very carefully as you know that it is very important and they will make a very important base on your career if you are going to make career in this field. Now let's see about anchor tag. As we know that there are many tags, anchor tag is one of the tag on it. Anchor tag specifically is used to make the links. So in anchor tag uses attributes very much. So what do you mean by attributes here? Attributes are the special definitions which provide the extra information to the tags. Mainly all HTML tags has attributes. It always starts with the start tag. For an example, href, src, width, height, alternative, language, title, etc. These all are the examples of the attributes. So there are many attributes which are also used in the anchor tag. We will be looking at it. Some of the attributes are shown here, that is href and the target attribute. Target attribute contains also the blank attribute, self attribute, parent, and the top. So we will look at it in detail in this session only. So as we know that the anchor tag, here anchor tag is used to provide the link to the document or the website. Okay, so it is mainly done by using the href attribute. In the href attribute, we are using some URL. As you can see, we are using some URL, and by that only we will be able to shift to one website to another website or from one page to another page. So let's see it in detail. I'm opening my let's see. So here is it. I'm going to open my compiler. So here is my compiler. Now I'm going to make new file. Let's save the file and write the name as html3.html. The extension of HTML files are .html. As you know that the HTML files are used by the .html, but after you understand PHP, then it is recommended that you put the .php extension because you may use the PHP text after that. So it's a special tip for you. Okay, I have already created it. So we'll be using HTML4.html. Here we go. Now, as you know, that we have to write the basic syntax. Here is the basic syntax. So the title is document, and the body we are going to write about attributes. As you know that we are talking about the anchor attribute. So basic syntax is href. See, an href attribute is shown here, and in the href attribute we are going to write some URL. I have some URL with me. I'm just copying it, and at that URL I am going to write some text. Some text is so I had written it, and now let's save it. And hope this is visible to you. So here you can see a link is provided to you. Such type of link is provided by the help of the anchor attribute. So let's just click it. Let's see what it happens. So as you can see, there a website is open. A new website link is provided to you. So whatever the link is, the website shown will be redirecting us to this website. Now let's just change the another one. I am using this website. Now I am sharing my screen. So it will be visible, right? Here is it. So as you can see, I have been redirected to the page where I want to go. The URL is shown here, whatever the URL I have provided to them. Now, I just want to go back to my compiler. Here's my compiler, and this attribute is used widely in the HTML. I had shown you about the target attribute. This is used to specify where to open the link files. As you know, there are various types of target attributes. So let's see them. So here is the target, and the target I am showing is underscore underscore blank. So what's this? This underscore that the tag will be open in a new document. So let's see how it will work. So see, a new document is created, and in that document only the website is created. I had been gone to this website, and then from another website, another window, we had gone to this website. Now what I will do is I just went to compiler, and then I would use in that target attribute we will be using underscore underscore self. What the self do is it will open in the same windows. The tag will be open in the same window. So let's just compile it. There we go. So it is visible. See? We had been redirected to the new page here. So these are used by the target attributes. So our anchor tag is completed. Now we are using, what we are going to do is we are just going for another types of attributes. Our next topic is sub and the sub tag. So sub and sub tag, these are mainly many a times it is needed to make the text in lower sides and in the upper side. For an example, you are writing the formula of a plus b ka whole square. How you can write the formula of a plus b whole square? The whole square term is very important to be noted. We use the websites where we have to make such type of symbols. So for that we use the sub and the subtext attributes. The sub tag is used in the upper cases and the sub tag is used in the lower case. For an example, this way. H2SO4 cannot be written in the simple way. It will be written in this way only. But by the help of the sub attribute, we can be able to make 2 and the 4 in the lower cases. That is below the H and below the O. And by using the sub attribute, we will be having the power of 3 at the upper side. We will not be able to use the such a symbol which is used here to represent the power. So how we can do is, I am just opening my compiler so that we will be able to do this. So here we go. We are using sub attribute first. I'm writing some content. The content is A plus B. Now we are using the sub attribute super sub. And in that I will be write 3 is equals to A I will be writing square A sub A square plus B sub square plus 2 times of AB. So let's just save it, and whatever I had written, let's just compile it. So here is it. A plus B whole square is equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So you can see I will be able to write such type of content by the help of super tag. Now what I will be going to do is I will be using the sub tag here. I am going back to my compiler, and now I am writing the content. Let's go to the next slide. In the next line I will be going to sub. So it's H2SO4, right? And now I will be using sub 4, and here sub tag, and I will be writing H2. So after saving it and opening the other thing, the output window. So here the Chrome is my output window. So you can see I can write H2SO4 very easily. So these are the examples of sub and the sub attribute. Now let's move to the next topic. Next topic is images. So images is a very important topic. We use images very oftenly in our websites. Image tag is used to apply the images on the web pages. We use the SRC attributes in it, and we will be also using the alternative attribute, that is ALT. As shown here, the attributes are SRC and the ALT. The basic syntax is image. For the images, the basic tag is IMG. So in these brackets, I will be using the IMG tag, and in that tag, I will be using different types of attributes. The commonly attribute is SRC, where we need to put that image, that is known as the SRC. This is the source file link to apply the images. And for the alternative tag, why we use the alternative tag? The alternative tag is used to make the alternative text, which is used when the image will not be uploaded properly for any reason. See, there we have many different types of reasons by which our image is not uploaded properly. It may be due to network issues or any other thing. So in that case, we will be using such type of attributes. At least the user will be able to understand what this blank space will be. So for that, I will be using the alternative attribute. So we will be using the CSS styling in the image tag. It will be very important for us. So before understanding the images, we need to understand something about the graphics. So we will not be going in very deep under the graphics, but some basic knowledge of graphics is very important. See, we have two types of graphics. First one is the raster graphic and the second one is the vector graphic. So raster graphic is based on the pixels. For an example, JPG and the JPEG, JPEG, commonly used in the images format. Another thing is PNG. PNG is used for the transparency. It can maintain the transparency. We will be understanding about transparency in detail. Then we have the GIF images. The GIF images are the moving type of images. This will be the transparency and images, animations, both will be used in the GIF images. And we have the different types of vector graphics. So it uses the vectors. SVG type of graphics are these type of graphics, and scalable vector graphics are used in this vector graphics. So we use the image quality with resolutions. So these are known as the pixels. So number of pixels per inch is the resolution. The vector is much good than the raster as image doesn't blur if we zoom in. So what we had seen is that vector is much good because it will be using the blocks of any image. We had now I had seen about I used the word transparency. So what is this transparency? Transparency is the background with images. If the background is clearly visible without the image, then it is known as the transparency. Background color can be done even in the images. If we want to make images responsive, then we can combine the alternative tag, image tag and the anchor tag so that our image will be responsive. So what is mean by the responsive image? The image, when we click on that image will redirect us to another page that is known as the transparent, that is known as the responsive. Not that much, but the responsive images are that type of responsive images which if we decrease the size of the screen, if we decrease the size of the screen, then the size of the image will also be decreasing accordingly. So we will be using some attributes, that is width attribute and height attribute for it. Okay, and to understand about different types of images, we will be using different types of colors. We have RGB and RGBA colors. RGB refers to, for an example, I am saying RGB. R means red, G means green, and B means blue. And in the another example, I have seen RGBA. So R means red, G means green, B means blue, and A means opacity. So alpha property is used in the A attribute. Value of this starts from 0 and adds with 1. To make transparency, we use such type of opacity, that is A. See, for making the quality of code, we use the figure attribute. In this, we can see that to make the quality of code, we use the figure attribute. What does we do? We just simply wraps the content of the image tag in the figure attribute so that anyone will be able to understand what we are going to do. And for any type of websites, maximum 72 pixels is required as an image size. Image size is required as the 72 pixels. For website, image resolution is enough for 72 pixels. Now I am using to implement it by the help of compiler. I am just going to my compiler. Here's my compiler. and I will be using the image attribute here, image. Now I need a source file. For the source file, I had arranged an image here. Let me just go to the desktop. Here is my desktop. So here is my, so it is visible. So what I had done is I had make an image. So this is an image and I am just right clicking it. At the right clicking, I have the properties attribute. So it is showing like this. What we can do is we can just make various type of links here. I am just copying it, Control C and pressing OK. And then I am just putting it in my compiler. So source will be this much. And the alternative is, let's say I'm saying night view of sky. After that, the image will be able to put it. Now just I'm opening the default browser for it. Hmm? See, the image is not shown because I did not provide the actual link. If I provided the actual link, then the screen will be able to show the image. But due to the not providing the actual link, I have seen that the image icon is used, and in the image icon there is a night view of the sky. So this is the exactly simple what we had said in the alternative attribute. So the use of the alternative attribute is defined here. Now I will be going to put exactly the exact link of that attribute, link of that image. So here we go, and now I am just opening a file. I must have that image. Hmm, that image should be it. Just a second, I will be providing the image. Actually, that image link is not provided, so I'm going to use different image link. Just wait for a second. Hmm, I think it must be in the pictures and save picture. Here it will be. Just wait for a few seconds. The link is not provided. So I am just providing the link so that the image will be usable. Link. Let's leave it. it is consuming more time only. So by using the SRC attribute, if we provide the correct link, then we will be able to use different type of images. Now, if we want to make the image as a link, so what we will use? So for that, I will be using anchor tag here. For the anchor tag, I will be indicating like, let's say this link is correct. Control and C, Control and V. Image SRC is not correct, but still I am providing the same, and after the anchor tag, I am just closing the anchor tag. Yeah, the anchor tag is closed now, and let's just open my browser, default browser. Just save it, and now just go to the documents and show. See, if the image is properly given, then the image will be used as a link. Okay, since the SRC source is not provided, so I am not able to provide you such type of facility, but you can do it practically by yourself. Now we are going to move into another type of topic, that is audio and video. So this is another important topic we are going to be discussing. Audio tag. This tag is used to play any audio file in the internet. So there are different type of attributes. Attributes are control, autoplay, muted, etc. So MP3 is preferred in such type of attribute, but still you can use any type of audio. Play an audio file in an internet, so it will be using here. And the example is, the code here is, we will be using the tag name as audio, and then we will be using the SRC tag. In the SRC tag, we have the link. Sorry, we have the link of the audio file, and then we have some content here. So a closing of the audio file is provided. I think I must go to the compiler for it. So I think the compiler is shown here. I am going to write the code of it. In the SRC, we can use any type of attribute. And then we have alternative. So we have to use the different types of tags here. I am using controls here, controls. So what control we need to do? We use autoplay, and we use muted when the user is going to use. So it will be using the muted only. Then now I am writing some text here. This is audio file. Since I didn't provide any type of SRC here, so nothing will be displayed, but still I am opening it in my default browser. So I think that the screen is visible to you. Just save it. I am just saving it. And then here is it. So since nothing is provided, so it will be showing nothing, but still we can use it in many different ways. Link is not provided. No, I cannot use it. Now, next thing we are going to do is we are using the video tag. Video tag is also similar to the audio tag, but video tag is like we are using the video here. This element is used to play the video on the web page. Attributes are also same as the audio. We can use video by YouTube or by say click to copy it. Use the SRC attribute and the MP4 is preferred here. I'm going to the slides so that it will be easy to understand to you people. Here is the video. So use the play audio on the web page, and the attributes are also same as the audio. So YouTube videos can also be made easily. What we would do is we would go to the settings, and in the settings we will be using the embedded set. I will use it in the map. It will be easy for you in understanding about it in. Now let's see about map attribute. In the map attribute, we know that the Google map is preferred. The tag is map. So to introduce maps in the website, we are using the map. Many times we use the different types of maps. So we need to go to the Google Maps for the maps. I'm going to Google Maps. So here is a map. The map is provided to you. What I need to do is I just need to go here and click on the shared or embedded map. So nothing to be here done here. I just need to click on copy HTML. So it is showing that the link copy to clip. And now I am going to my default browser. I am going to default compiler here. Just canceling it and going to VS Code again. And in the map attribute, I just need to control and V. So you can see a big link is provided to, and in the big link, the if frame is provided to you. This is done only by the help of the map attribute only. So I am just copying it. Just copying it and pasting it in the map attribute. So I think that it will be okay to use. Just saving it and then opening the Chrome. So you can see the map is provided. I can make it like that and I can zoom. I can also go to anywhere. Just I want to go to New Delhi, so I can go to New Delhi also. So it is showing like New Delhi, Gurgaon, Bulankher, and Ghaziabad. Other types of things are provided here. So this is all about the map attribute. I think that you understand about the map attribute. So what we had seen about the anchor tag, we had seen about sub and sub tag, we had seen about images, we had seen about audio, video, and map tag. Now, there is a quiz. The question is by which tag you can make the formula of a plus b whole square? By which tag you can make the H2O formula? How can we make an image as a link? And which type of graphics make good image and image is not blurred when zoomed? So the answer is provided here. Answer is For the question number 1, by which tag you can make the formula of a plus b whole square? So answer here is subtag. Question number 2, by which tag you can make the H2O formula? So the answer here is subtag. And how can we make an element as a link? So by using the anchor tag and then embedding the image tag, we can use it by a link. And which type of graphics make good images and image does not blur when zoomed? So it is done by using the vector graphics. So I think that this quiz is quite easy for you people. So thank you for the session. It is quite pleasing to make some type of thing to you.